Time for the invasion kwakhona ke manithatha lithuba ndibulise kubaphulaphuli kwakunye nababukeli beKeith ngesi radio namhlanje ke besisitshilo kwayizolo uba ngaba ke it is time for us to do radio according to Horizon Mzansi apho sithi ke thina 2024 will surely be our 1994 besisitshilo uba ngaba ke kwakhona ke sinondwendwe lwethu silaziyo, that is uMiss Phumla Ngesi, who is the Eastern Cape convener for Horizon Mzansi. Simamkela ke namhlanje enkqubeni kulo nyaka umtsha. Kunjani sisiphusho namhlanje?
Molweni KR family, ndiyazibulisela greetings from Horizon Mzansi. 2024 is indeed our 1994. We are good and ready to go.
Definitely ready to go. Sibonile ke nathi on social media uba ngabe ke umhle umsebenzi enimenzayo. Let's definitely get straight into it. Can you kindly provide an overview of the key goals as well as the initiatives outlined in the Rise Mzansi Eastern Cape 2024 campaign?
Thank you. The goals of any campaign is to win an election. And Rise Mzansi indeed wants to win this election and have a voice in the legislature, yes, Eastern Cape. And so what does that look like for us in the Eastern Cape? First of all, I must emphasize that asikho kwindawo yonke in the Eastern Cape. Because we don't want to spread ourselves thin. We are a new political party, which means ne funds zethu zitsho. Mna ndingu provincial convener. I will be mainly based in BCM, which means going forward as we campaign, you will see more of our activities with myself, my face, and whatever I bring on Rise Mzansi around BCM. Now, campaigning will also be continuing at Nelson Mandela Bay and in some parts of our Tambo district, that is KSD and Nozahim. So that's basically geographically, that's where we will be. Currently now, we are working on kickstarting a campaign here to Back to School. Khumbule kaloku ndingutishala ngoqeqeshwa ndaqeqeshwa kulaa mzi wase-Algoa College of Education kwiminyaka 830 edlulileyo. Yes, so it's something that I'm very passionate about. So as iqala lesizini i-campaign yam isikakhulu ii-goals zayo is to take i-community yethu on board as we spread i-politics ka-Rise Mzansi ezithi phakathi kwezinye izinto the best candidate for the job. Sithetha ngantoni xa sitshoyo? Rise Mzansi phakathi kwe-themes anazo, imigomo ayiqhubayo, ipolitiki ayidrayivayo, unento ethi leadership, governance and implementation, because siyayazi South Africa in a leadership crisis, in a governance crisis, and in a implementation crisis. Kuyathethwa izinto ziyabhalwa zintle, kodwa kuthi ke ngoku xa kufika kweli cala loku-implementa nelokurhulumenta from the local level to the top, ufumanisa into yobana akwenzeki kakuhle. So singu-Rise Mzansi ke, as we campaign, we want to take communities on board, sibonisane ngalo mlenze wabo apha kwi-governance. Thank you.
Umbuzo wami olandelayo wena sisiphusho sifuna ukuva uba ngaba ke how does the campaign itself plan to address these specific challenges enizawubona nazo ezi challenges uba ngabe ke mhlawumbi sizinabise noba inye okanye zimbini. Now, how will we address these specific challenges which are unique within the Eastern Cape region?
Okay. Eastern Cape challenges as needs. I will streamline them for the purpose of this interview and for the purpose of communicating my heart
Yes,
to
please.
the Eastern Cape. One, sine issue ye-hunger. Yalanjwa e-Eastern Cape. Yet Eastern Cape is rich in land. Rich, it's more agricultural than not. But ufumanisa into yobana abantu bashiya the agricultural land beze ezilokishini kwisho bokulima angekhoyo. Now, as uRise Mzansi, kokujikeleza sikwenzayo, sifuna uqonda into yoba ngabana zintoni ezinokwenza ubana abantu baluthande ulimo such that kungabikho le rural urban migration. Another issue on top of hunger, yi-access to water.
Yes.
Azange ndiyibona iprovinsi engenamanzi
That
ngathi.
is it.
Bendikhe ndasebhaziya ndakhonjiswa indawo apho kuthiwa amanzi asuka khona. Bathi abantu abanamanzi bayikhomba yakuthi yinto encinci emhlophe kanti yitanki ekufanele kusuka amanzi. Ndixakwe into yobana iphi ibhajethi yale ward ngoba umasipala ngamnye unebhajethi. Lolu rhulumente ke sithetha ngalo, because you'll find into yoba ngabana i-system yethu yoburhulumente currently iyayi-encouraja into unga-akhawunti kwabantu abalawulayo. So in our campaigning and bringing political awareness to the communities, singuRise Mzansi, senza ikhwelo sithi bantu izani urhulumente nathi. And there's been an education crisis. I-drop-out rate yethu inkulu kakhulu. And ngoku ayisenayo nalaa nto ka-high school. No. Badrop-outa eprimary. Now, ndifuna ke ngoku uzisa a broad overview yale campaign ndifocuse ku-education because ndithe siku-back to school campaign nje jikelele. One of izinto esizi-emphasizayo singuRise Mzansi yi-public participation. Now, ngoNovember kupasiswe into ekuthiwa yi-Bella Bill. Now, i-Bella Bill phakathi kwezinto ezithethwayo phaya in terms of education, sikule season yoba abantwana bebuyela kwi-education. Kuthiwa kule Bella Bill ukuya umntwana ku-grade R must be compulsory. Umbuzo wam ndiyinkokheli kaRise Mzansi apha ke ngoku e-Eastern Cape ndithi zoom in e-BCM. How many communities are aware into yobana kukho loo bill ithiwe thaca kwi-NCOP izawupasiswa soon? What deliberations have they had as communities? Bahlale baxoxe zithini ii-powers ze-FGB zabo kule nto. What factors le hunger sithetha ngayo, the lack of access to water, ithini i-effect yayo kule bill? What was considered and what is the provision for these hungry communities and communities that are despondent and living in those dire conditions? So, singuRise Mzansi ke ngoku, one of the things we are campaigning for is an aware community, is an active community, active citizenry. Because if we don't work into these communities, because we've got a volunteer system that we have embarked on, uqala kwethu noRise Mzansi. So my duty as the leader is to take these volunteers and supporters into confidence, into trainings, because we are not reinventing the wheel here. What Rise Mzansi uses is the experience and the expertise of the leaders. Now, my expert knowledge and skills being in education, that's why I fit in within the team with other skills. So, kunezo zinto ke zithethwayo, kuthethwa nge-language policy, something that is very central ekufundeni komntwana. How well equipped are the Eastern Cape communities about language policy? Le mathematics ifundwa ngesiXhosa ukuqala ku-grade R uyawuma ku-grade 3. Aba bazali bakanopotyi bakhuthaza abantwana ndithi abantwana babuya ne-homework from grade R to grade 3. U-equipped kangakanani laa mzali waseGqobhas njengoba izikolo zizavula? So ikhampeyini yam kwezi nyanga singena kuzo kule nyanga January, February 1 is to mobilize volunteers on the ground to make sure that izikolo ziyabenefita from the presence kaRise. Cleaning of schools. Already we are in talks with the acting principal at eseHlokoma High School because ithi into esasikolo siyawohloka. We all know history eHlokomela, and that's a call to the community yaseMdantsane. Come, rise with us as we ensure that abantwana babuyele ezikolweni ezingenanyoka. Sikwa imitshini yethu. Another thing that esikhuthazayo singu-Rise, sifaka i-culture yokudoneyitha. Sikhongozwe kakhulu mani sisi-South Africans. Ufumanise ubana asidoneyithe, asinayo laa culture ithi ndinalento, siyayikhuthaza singu-Rise. Mandime, otherwise kuninzi ukuthetha.
Kuninzi ukuthetha esikuthandayo kodwa ke sijongene nexesha ngoba into emnandi about having wena sisiphushi kweli cala lethu is that you're there to be i-mouthpiece yethu to advocate into ezininzi zethu.
Yes.
Umbuzo ke olandelayo odibanisa also within e-community engagement. Uthi uba ngaba ke what role does the e-community engagement play within the success of ezi initiatives and how are you fostering it?
Okay. At Rise Mzansi Moses City, we, the people,
Yes.
we are a people's movement. So, sisebenza nabantu. I'm very excited xa kufika kulena because uRise Mzansi has given community activists a room for them to work their programs and projects within the ecosystem kaRise Mzansi. For instance, at Fort Grey, we've got a riser there, Usonwabise Jonas. Usonwabise Phaya is working on a community project. A feeding scheme, ulimile Phaya. And then through fundraising efforts, ziyeza izinto for ubana kubekho i-soup kitchen. And njengoba kukho lena Phaya, ziyahluma within i-BCM. Ushulami pha ePosela, naye uyaqhuba. Sinozandile Umthungatha Kosi eDuncan Village. So uRise Mzansi has opened its arms, its doors and windows, you know, to i-community yase-Eastern Cape to say into yoba ngabana nokuba uphi eBhazia bakumfana ngobuwa bayaqhuba eBhazia, uyaqhuba uKhunju uMarhadebe uMkile, uyaqhuba naye eMthatha. So ndizama ukuthi we are this people's movement, anti-communities. Sibizeni, nathi nizawusibona. Yes, we will engage in visibility, awareness about uRise Mzansi politics as to sahluke njani, but our flagship and differentiation point is that we work with the people
Yes.
on the ground. We have a riser, Etiona CSP. I'm an agricultural scientist. Let's implement low 1 row of spinach, 1 row of cabbage, 1 row of carrot in communities. I am here. So I'm saying to abantu baseMpuma Koloni, uRise Mzansi usebenza nani. Now, kumnandi ukusebenza nani, but one of the things esizifunayo kaloku kukuba zii-policy makers,
Yes.
so that xa kupasiswa iibhili ezifana nezi apho ibhili izawupasiswa the majority kuthiwe 223 votes against 83, kanti xa sikhona sina 100 seats, you know, nathi sawudibana nezinye opposition parties sithi no, i-voice yabantu ithi, because ultimately we want to be the voice of the people as Rise Mzansi, where things matter, which is in parliament and locally.
Now, one of izinto ke sincokola ngazo namhlanje, if you've also just joined the invasion namhlanje ke siyakwamkela thina sisithi bangaba ke we're giving you radio according to uRise Mzansi. We're looking at Rise Mzansi within the Eastern Cape 2024 campaign as well as its goals and initiatives. Now, could you actually elaborate on the partnerships, in fact, that are involved in achieving zonke ezi goals that we've spoken about?
Okay. Now, when it comes to partnerships, uRise Mzansi zininzi ezi zinto kule mbiza. Okokuqala, we've got what we call social media warriors. These are the people who have presence
Yes.
and influence in social media. If you are in the Eastern Cape and you would love to be part of uRise Mzansi, uthethe ngoRise Mzansi, uthethe ngepolitics kaRise Mzansi, ube yi-influencer kaRise
Rise Mzansi.
kwi-community yakho, join the band, work on. Okwesibini, we've got what we call Rise Mzansi ambassadors. Nabantu abafana noLuxolo Bhili, oShulami Mbola, apha kuRise Mzansi, buhlali buzani olihle nyikana. The young people, because as
Yes.
Mzansi, we want to appeal to the young people. We've got those unemployed graduates ezifunde i-political science. Lo mzuzu belinde ukubabalwa ngemisebenzi sithi singu-rights, come and become Rise Mzansi ambassadors. Nibe zi-campaigners on the forefront of this election campaign. And then we partner with the community-based organizations because those are the implementers. Mine is just to say this is what we are doing as Rise Mzansi. Abantu bathi sisiphi sikhona apha. This one we can do it. We've got partners. We are reaching out to abantu who are already working in the communities. I'm in talks with a guy, they call him Mr. V. I'm in talks with him because Use Southernwood, and he's been servicing the community. Yes, Southernwood. We also working on partnerships with businesses. Remember, we hosted Economic Indaba. We had resolutions. And now that I'm not spread that thin now, I'm back on my 2 feet in BCM. I'm going to be pursuing now those stakeholder conversations so that Sibon Indobana, how can we make BCM conducive for investment and economic economic hub? We've got those ongoing conversations that people will see. We will take them out on our social media pages and even here through KNR.
Most definitely. And also, sis push on that note, even talking about the social media pages, bawuya kulaa cala lencwadi yobuso, that is Facebook kwakunye ke nako-Instagram nakwezinye bangabe ke uthe wena Rise Mzansi zizawuvela zonke izinto ezikhoyo. Into endiyithandayo is that abantu abatsha bakhona, they are definitely rising. Kumnandi ukubona umuntu ozintanga zakho ekhona doing the best that they can within the community. File ke wena mphulaphula kwakunye nombukeli weKeith Ngesi Radio bangabe ke namhlanje besiniphathela usasazo ngqo according to Rise Mzansi with uSisipush. Sisipush, siyabulela, amazwi akho okugqibela sikwazi ukuyivala.
Amazwi ami okugqibela, I'm appealing to the first-time voters and those who are saying, "Ansoze ndiphinde ndivote abagqibela kudala." Ndithi Rise Mzansi is your alternative political home. Remember, we need your votes. We need your support for us to legislate, to govern, and become the policy makers of choice. Policy makers that people have endorsed, that you will hold accountable. For the first time, ku-Rise Mzansi, you will have a political party that you can hold accountable. Kunzima ufundisa injendala i-tricks ezintsha, which means a political party that for 30 years is not used to accounting to the people. You can't teach them tomorrow. You can't take the next few months to teach them in these 2024 elections. Kanize nanku Rise Mzansi, thina zisuka nje sithi sibekeni phana ugqiba nisikhwebe xa singenzi yona. Thank you. 2024 is our 1994. We rise together as Rise Mzansi.
Thank you so much to everyone for joining us. It is time for me, Bangabe Nditi. It is Upiwa Amanda Wakwadziba, and that is most definitely Lady P to you. And we'll definitely be back. Needs umsebenzi sizawumenza ke thina with Rise Mzansi.
Thank you.